What if I told you that peanuts are the easiest cover crop that you can grow right through the hot summer months? Would you grow it? Well, peanuts are the easiest cover crop that you can grow right through the hot summer months. And not only are peanuts good for you, high in protein, vitamin E, vitamin B, but they also are good for your soil. They add nitrogen back into your garden beds, and they'll also add organic matter. 2 weeks ago, I purchased some seeds from kind of an unusual place. And then a week ago, I planted them. And now today, they're sprouting. So we're going to cover all 3 weeks in one video today. Roasted peanuts, boiled peanuts, and yes, you can even make your own homemade peanut butter. There are no words, it's so good.
All I have needs, I have not provided.
Some of you have told me that you can't grow peanuts because you have squirrels. Well, so do I. What are you fussing at? Maybe you don't know I have peanuts in the garden, and that's why you don't go in there. I found out that squirrels are afraid of pinwheels. I don't know if it's the action of the pinwheel or if it's the squeak that it makes when it turns around. But I've kept squirrels out of my garden, out of my raised beds, and out of my pots that are on my porch. It works. So go to the Dollar Tree. They're $1.25 each. Buy as many as you need. You can use them year after year. They last a long time. I'm in Walmart in the garden center, and that is where this Walmart sells their peanuts for animals. So this is for squirrels, and you get 5 pounds for $13.97. But up here, you're going to get 5 pounds already shelled for $10.97. I think I'm going to get the ones that are already shelled. They are raw, they should sprout, and they should grow. But not all of the peanuts in this bag that's already shelled is going to be viable. I'm thinking probably about 1/3 of these are not going to sprout because they're broken. So let me show you what you're going to get. The bag is shrink wrapped. I hope that that process did not render these unviable, but I'm willing to take a risk. For $11 compared to getting about this much that's labeled as seed, I'm willing to take the chance. Because I plan on planting a whole lot of peanuts, I'm thinking even if only 1 out of every 2 sprout, I'm still coming out way ahead. This is the bag of peanuts I got from Walmart. So it was 5 pounds for about $12. I've forgotten, but it's recorded. This is a bag of peanuts I got from my local seed supplier. These are jumbo peanuts, so I needed to buy them from him. This bag costs $4.50. It's a half a pound. He sells the smaller peanuts for the same price, $4.50 for a half a pound. This is 5 pounds for about $12. I hope these work. I really like supporting my local supplier, and I know he needs to charge that much, but I'm on a budget too. This is what I've saved from previous years, and it's not enough, so I had to go buy more. Once you plant your peanuts, you really shouldn't have to buy peanuts again. You just save back some of your peanuts and plant them the next year. Last year, for some reason, the peanuts didn't do well. That's what happens with gardening. Some years are good, some years are bad. Some years you have great harvest of one vegetable and another one doesn't do so well. So I haven't had to purchase peanuts in many years, but this year I had to. That's just the way gardening goes. I've raked back the leaves. Now I'm just loosening up the soil. You got to give yourself 3, maybe 4 months before harvest. So be sure you can afford to give up that bed for a while. But the benefits are great. The peanuts will add tilth to your soil, and you'll get to eat peanuts when it's all done. So I'm drawing up little trenches to put the seeds down in, and I'm going to space it about 12 inches apart. This is about a 3-foot wide bed, and I've spaced the rows, it's probably about 15 inches apart. You can go as close as 12 inches apart. I'm planting them about every 4 inches. You don't want them too close. You can always go back and thin them out later, but you don't want to crowd them. So don't think you can add another row in between. The peanut plants will get really big, and you want to give them plenty of room to spread out their branches later on, because a lot of the peanuts will be at the end of their branches. I think this is about an 18-foot row. So double that, you're going to get 36 feet here. And I only used about half of that. So 1/4 pound for 36 feet of row. These are going to be stored in the freezer. And then that way I can plant them next year when I'm ready for more. So just cover them over. They are big seeds, so plant them 1 to 2 inches deep. Even though I believe it's going to rain later on today, I'm still going to water these in, just so that they're making real good contact with the soil right away. This bed has already been loosened up, ready to plant. I'm going to put those smaller peanuts from Walmart in this bed, and we'll see how that goes. Normally, I would plant these about 3 inches apart, but because I'm not trusting them completely, and a lot of these are broken, I'm going to plant them pretty thick. And if they all sprout, well, I'll come back and thin them out to about 3 inches apart. Aren't the peanut plants beautiful next to the marigolds? If this video has been helpful for you, take a moment, give me a green thumbs up. It really does help me. And while you're there, subscribe. I have over 100 videos neatly categorized into playlists, and I bet there's something there that you would like to see. Well, I planted the peanuts 1 week ago, and now they're sprouting. This is the bed where I planted the jumbo peanuts. This one came up overnight. This one right here came up yesterday. Look how much it's grown in just 1 day. So they are starting to come up. I love sprouted things. They make me so happy. And across the way here are the Walmart peanuts. Honestly, I was getting a little bit worried. Now those are peas, so don't mistake them. Volunteer peas. Look, they are coming up. And over here, see, we've got 3. They just take a week to 10 days to come up. There's some down here. So as I thought, I don't think All of them are sprouting, but enough of them. Since I sowed them really, really thick, I believe I'm going to get enough. Now, across the way here, I planted 2 more beds with peanuts. This bed right here, and this bed right here. And see here, there's one coming up. Remember, peanuts make a great cover crop. And here's how you do it, the same way I did with some peas. You're going to pull up your peanut plants, harvest the peanuts from the bottom, and then you're going to dig a trench right back into your bed that you just pulled them out of. You're going to lay all the plant part back into the trench, and then you cover it up with soil. Now, the pea plants are a very tender vine, and I felt very comfortable to plant corn right over the top of it. But peanuts aren't as tender a plant, so I would give it 2 or 3, maybe 4 weeks to break down before I would plant something over the top of them. I have a video that teaches you how to make your own homemade peanut butter, and it's easier to do than you would think. So go find that in my playlist. I'll put a link on the end screen, and I'll also put a link in the description below, as well as the comments, so you won't be able to miss it.
Great is thy faithfulness, Lord, unto me.